now that we have our folders set up, there will be a lot more folders over time, but good enough to get us started. I want to put some of the forms in my forms folder that I'm going to use all the time while I'm dealing with buyers and sellers. So I'll go into PDF Expert again here, and there we are, our iPad for Realtors here. That's the one that we're working on. Let me just give you a quick overview again of my forms in my own folder, where I do have EXP forms inside of there, forms creations, presentation, property tax rates, N11, which is evicting a tenant and showing. So there's all standard lease forms. So I have lots of forms, but we'll put the basics in what we need in our demonstration here. So we're going to iPad for Realtors and our forms. And of course, there's nothing in here yet. Now, what I want you to do, and please listen carefully, it is possible to make Google Chrome or any web browser your default web browser. But in this particular case, please use Apple Safari. It simply is easier to do what I'm going to do. So let's just go down to the bottom down here, and I'm going to go into Apple Safari here. And in Apple Safari, up at the top, in edsclubs.com, we're going to go to edsclubs.com, and at the top, we're going to click on Forms, and up will come this window here. Goal planning, Mac and Windows, Trello checklists. I use Trello a lot, as a lot of you know. And here's my PDF forms. You'll see why in a second that I'm going to use Safari. When I click on this, up here, this is my pre-listing interview form. When I click up here, I'm going to see Save to Files. You will most likely find that down at the bottom somewhere. Just tap on Edit, and then you can drag it to the top, so you've always got it there. And when I save the files, I'm going to go into PDF Expert, and this is where it's different with Google Chrome. It's better with Safari. It seems to be more familiar with this. So we're going to go into PDF Expert. In there, we're going to go to iPad for Realtors, which is what we're working on. There's the other one, Properties. So we go on iPad for Realtors, and in there, we go on to Forms, and then Save. So I've just saved that form in my PDF Expert folder. So let's just close up that, and we're back to this page. Let's bring in the pre-buyer interview. So in the pre-buyer interview, same thing. Now it's going to default to where I was before in that same one. So that makes it quick and easy. I'll save that form, close that window. Let's bring in the showings form. This is the one I keep record of all the showings of every property that I showed when I'm showing them, and also the notes I would take about that property. Tap here, and I'm going to go to Save the Files. Again, it defaults to where I was last. Save, and we'll bring in one more form, and that's our receipt. You can meet your buyer agent at Starbucks and discuss things, get the check, receipt, take a picture of the check, pop it in here, and then send it to that other agent, the selling agent, so they have their copy. So let's tap on that form. And up here, again, save the files. And then it's defaulting there again. Save. So now I'm going to get out of my web browser, and I'm going to go into PDF Expert. Just give it a second. There they are. There's all those forms. And now they're in my Forms folder in here. You'll see the white line just across the top there, which shows that I do have some paper in that folder, and actually PDFs, but we'll call them paper. You go in there, and when you need those forms, you can use them. So that's how you're going to bring all the forms in. Now, you may have your own forms that you use. Please bring them in yourself. You can do it the same way. And once you're in there, you can write on them with PDF Expert, take any notes you want. You can type on them. You can voice command into them, and that the text will stay in there also. That's the part about doing forms. Very simple and really, really handy.